Welcome to Aquinas Made Simple, a new series that makes the most consequential mind of Western civilization accessible to all in bite-sized nuggets. Ever since St. Thomas led the great synthesis of faith and reason to its pinnacle in the Middle Ages, modern philosophy proceeded to dismantle it. The emerging distrust for human reason, which is the power that separates us from all the other animals, has stifled modern man's inherent need for meaning and purpose. It's left a void of emptiness and confusion. Aquinas' ideas are both invaluable and timeless, but nefarious forces within modernity have foolishly rendered them out of touch. So let's start from the beginning. The very fact that we exist. It's crucial not to take this for granted. It's also tragic how little wonder and awe there is today over the nature of being. Metaphysics is most fundamental to the thought of Aquinas because it's the study of being. But to understand metaphysics, we first need to grasp its terminology, which Aquinas borrowed largely from Aristotle. This will be challenging since these terms are no longer part of our common lexicon, but let's begin with two of the most foundational terms, essence and existence. All created things exist by virtue of their essence, making all beings distinct from each other. Existence indicates that something is, whereas essence specifies what something is. It's the difference between being itself and the kind of being that a thing is. So each existing thing is defined by its essence, its whatness, according to its species. For instance, individual humans share humanity. Trees share treeness, cats catness. Existence is what they all have in common, but their essence is what makes them different kinds of beings from each other. Essence gives boundary or definition to existence as its form and identity, being this kind of thing and not that kind. Interestingly, though, since God transcends the created order of time, space, and matter, he is undefinable. Unlike things of creation whose defining essence limits their existence, God's essence, that is unlimited. Note that in his revelation to Moses at the burning bush, there is no verbiage after his divine name, no adjective that indicates any limit on his existence. In this sense, his essence is existence. Let me give you an example. I could say of myself that I am tall, I am curious, I am funny, I am male, I am human. But there are no words after the divine I am that defines God's existence. He simply is, period. His whatness or essence is isness or existence, the fullness of unlimited being. In this sense, it's important to note that according to Aquinas, God is not a being, but being itself. Each creature, on the other hand, participates in being in a limited finite capacity. One final thought. The notion that all men are created equal came from Scripture. Genesis reveals all people have inherent dignity because each person shares equally in the essence humanity, which images God. To summarize, each created thing exists in a certain limited mode of being according to its essence. This defines the species or kind of being that it is. On the other hand, God's essence is existence, since as creator of the time-space-matter continuum, he transcends all its limitations, being eternal, infinite, and spirit. We've now examined the terms that signify that things are and what things are. In our next Aquinas Made Simple, we'll take it from there. Until then, ponder on.